So how do we actually do that? Well, it starts with listening. When we sit down with a seller, whether it's a homeowner in Leeds, we could have gone in with a rock bottom offer. Some investors might have. But instead, we had multiple phone calls with him. Sellers talk, communities notice. If you are known for being fair, word spreads. If it's a creative deal, like an exchange with delayed completion, we walk them through it step by step. Sellers trust us to keep our word, tenants trust us to manage properties well, and that trust, it's everything. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something that's really close to my heart. And honestly, it's at the core of everything we do here. Negotiating fairly. How we approach deals in property investment here in the UK. I'm not here to sell you some flashy secret sauce or promise overnight riches. I just want to share how we do things humbly, ethically, and with a focus on fairness. Let's dive in. First off, property investment, it's not just about numbers or bricks and mortar. It's about people. Every deal we make involves someone. A seller, maybe a family, a landlord, or someone looking to move on to the next chapter of their life. And we never forget that. Our approach starts with respect. We're not here to push anyone into a corner. We want to create win-wins, and we want deals that work for everyone involved. So how do we actually do that? Well, it starts with listening. When we sit down with a seller, whether it's a homeowner in Leeds or a landlord based in London, we ask questions. What's their situation? Why are they selling? What do they need out of this? Maybe they're in a rush because of a job move, or maybe they just want peace of mind knowing their property is going to someone who is a solid buyer. Whatever it is, we listen and we structure our offer around that. Now, I'll be upfront, we're investors. We're in this to make a profit. There's no point pretending otherwise. But profit doesn't have to come at someone else's expense. We aim for what I like to call it a win-win. That means the seller walks away feeling good about the deal and we get a property that fits our goals. It's not about lowballing or taking advantage of someone who's in a tough spot. That's not who we are. Let me give you an example. Last year, we were working with a retired gentleman who now lives in Thailand. He had a building located far from the rest of his portfolio. Lovely place, but it needed work. And he didn't have the time or money to fix it up. He was stressed, juggling poor health and being remote from his portfolio, and just wanted it off his hands. We could have gone in with a rock bottom offer. Some investors might have. But instead, we had multiple phone calls with him, researched the market, and offered a price that covered his needs and gave him a clean break. We took on the repairs, turned it into a multi-unit rental, and now it's cash flowing nicely. He is happy, we were happy. That's what fair looks like to us. Look, the UK property market, it's competitive. Prices are high, especially in places like town centres and investment hotspots. And it's tempting to cut corners or push hard to get an edge. But we don't believe that's the way to build something lasting. We want relationships, not just transactions. Sellers talk, communities notice. If you are known for being fair, word spreads. And that's worth more than any quick win. Another big part of our approach is transparency. When we make an offer, we explain it. Here's what the market's doing, here's what we're seeing with this property, and here's why this number makes sense for us. No smokes and mirrors. If it's a cash deal, we're upfront about the timeline, usually 28 days or less in the UK, depending on the solicitors. If it's a creative deal, like an exchange with delayed completion, we walk them through it step by step. People deserve to know what they're signing up for. And yeah, sometimes that means we lose out. I've had sellers say, "Thanks so much for the honesty, but someone else offered more." That's fine. We're not here to win every deal. We're here to win the right ones. The ones where everyone feels good at the end of it. One thing I'm really proud of is how we handle distressed properties. In the UK, you see a lot of these. Maybe a house that's been empty for years or one tied up in probate. These can be tricky, emotional situations. We've worked with families who just want a closure, not a drawn-out sale. Our job is to make it simple and fair. We'll cover legal fees if it helps or sort out the paperwork so they don't have to. It's not charity, it's still a business move, but it's about doing right by people and creating win-win situations. We're a small team, learning as we go, and the market's always throwing curveballs. Interest rates, stamp duty changes, you name it, but we stick to our principles. Fairness, respect, and honesty. That's what keeps us grounded, and it's why we've been able to grow steadily. Because people trust us. Sellers trust us to keep our word, tenants trust us to manage properties well, and that trust, it's everything. So that's our approach to deals. It's not glamorous or flashy, but it's real. We negotiate fairly because we believe that's how you build something solid, something that lasts. If you're thinking about selling a property or just curious about how this all works, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this, give us a thumbs up, it really helps us out. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!